A trial. Trials to determine who's a killer and who's innocent. Stuck here in this school. I don't know what to think anymore. My friends, I never thought they could do this. Panic and turn on each other. When we were first told the rules, that no one would leave except the person who was able to kill without being caught, I never could have imagined we'd end up falling so deep into Monokuma's trap. But now that I think about it, the panic was all too real from the start. Of course we fell for it, Kaminari being the first to crack. Mineta didn't see it coming. I think that woke us all up to the reality of what was really happening. Jiro followed with Aoyama not too long after, and Tokoyami was convicted for Ida's death, even though it was Dark Shadow's doing. I won't give up. We're still here and counting on each other to continue fighting, to discover the true identity of the mastermind behind Monokuma and end this killing game.
You know what it's time for, kids? That's right, a class trial! Eijiro Kirishima's body was discovered at 8 a.m. this morning. Time of death was just a few hours earlier, around 3 o'clock. That's all the help I'm giving ya, so let the class trial begin!
How do we even begin a trial like this?
This doesn't make any sense. None of us would kill Kirishima. He was our friend. Why would anyone have a reason to?
Logically, someone did, so let's think. Whether it was out of panic like Kaminari, anger like Dark Shadow, or anything else. Who could possibly have motive?
Well, it was 3:02 a.m. Who's most likely to go see him at that hour? And why was he up and around outside his room anyway?
Maybe he had a date?
Don't be ridiculous. I would know if it was something like that. For all we know, he was going off to stop the killer from doing something else. Like an idiot.
To stop them from doing what?
Killing someone else. He had to go and be the hero, and that's what got him killed.
You weren't the one to find his body this morning. Why was that?
What are you talking about?
You and Kirishima were friends. He would always come and get you in the mornings. You would think that you would notice his absence and go out looking for him, not just sit around in your room waiting for him to come to you.
So? What the hell are you getting at?
Ham-chan, Todoroki's just—
Shut up, Deku! I know what this rat's implying. Be a man and say it!
I'm not implying anything. I want to get to the bottom of this as much as anyone else does. None of us are innocent here until the killer is caught.
What's my reason to off the idiot then? What? Why would I do it?
You do have anger issues.
I do not, you son of a—
Guys, this isn't helping! We're all emotional over Kirishima's death, and we all want to bring his killer to justice, and we will. But only if we work together.
Uraraka's right. We just need to stay on track here. We know it's rather unlikely Kirishima was planning a murder himself. He didn't seem any different last night. His death was highly unexpected.
That's right. The murder itself seemed kind of sloppy and not very well thought out, which makes it seem like a spur-of-the-moment decision rather than premeditated.
Kirishima was killed by blunt force trauma. Any one of us could have done it.
We should start by stating our alibis. It'll bring us one step closer to finding our killer.
I'll go first. I was with Momo in her room. I've been having trouble sleeping since the first killings, but Momo helps. We often stay together, so I'm Momo's alibi.
Having your best friend as a witness isn't exactly reliable. Is there no one else who can vouch for your presence?
No, it was just us in the room.
Then unfortunately neither of you are clear of suspicion just yet.
What about you, Icy Hot? You're so busy picking apart everybody else, how about you tell us your alibi?
My alibi? I was asleep, of course.
I was too.
Me too, but that isn't good enough. None of us have any witnesses, so really any one of us could have killed Kirishima.
What should we do then?
Maybe we should review the evidence instead?
Yeah, I think Uraka's right. We'll uncover the truth faster if we examine everything thoroughly.
Kirishima Ejiro was found deceased at 8 a.m. this morning in the Garden Dome. The body is said to have been there since approximately 3:02 a.m. Cause of death was extreme trauma to the head and neck. Blood was found on the gate next to where the body was found. Kirishima's quirk was also activated, but only on his arms, yet there was no defensive wounds. His clothes were also torn off and falling off his body. There are quite a few things here that don't add up.
First of all, Why was his quirk activated? Was someone coming at him head on? If so, then how did he receive trauma to the back of his head? Something isn't right.
There's also the fact that if someone had attacked him head on, wouldn't the killer have left footprints? Whoever did it would have had to flip Kirishima over and beat him to death. That would have been rather messy and not at all easy to clean up.
I thought we agreed the murder wasn't pre-planned. So how would the killer have known to have all the supplies nearby to clean it up? Plus, wouldn't we have smelled the cleaner?
Ochiko's right. Everything here points to this murder being unintentional, so we should treat it as such.
I agree, but we have to examine every possible outcome to find out what really happened. First, let's talk about the cause of death. Kirishima's head had a really big dent in it, and his neck was also found at an odd angle.
Along with the pool of blood underneath him, there was also quite a bit of blood in the game as well.
Yeah. I believe Kirishima died by getting his head smashed open.
Are you sure? We can't afford any mistakes here. Our lives are on the line after all.
If Deca says it, then it must be true. We have to believe in him and each other if we want to make it out of this killing game.
Tick-tock, you guys are really boring me. You won't like what happens when I'm bored.
Please continue, Miriam.
Right! Now that we determined what cause of death was, now we have to figure out what happened before Kirishima died.
It's a bit difficult to piece together, especially with such limited evidence.
But we can work with what we have. The death wasn't planned, so it's only safe to assume Kirishima was gonna meet with someone last night. Somebody he trusted.
So then it must be Bakugo.
How about you shut your damn mouth?
This isn't gonna turn out well.
Kanchan, please, Todoroki didn't mean it that way.
I meant exactly what I said.
Guys, I don't think this is the time to be fighting.
No, this is the perfect damn time to do this. Every single one of you's been suspecting me from the start, and it's really starting to piss me off. I have no reason to kill the idiot, and anyone who thinks otherwise could go die in a ditch.
You screaming does not change the fact that you are currently the prime suspect in this case.
Let's calm down for a second. We haven't even reviewed the rest of the evidence yet. There's nothing solid pointing to Kanchan being the blackened. Besides, if it truly was him, then why was Kirishima's quirk activated? It just doesn't make any sense.
Stop defending him. He's obviously the culprit. All the evidence in this clearly points to Bakugo being the killer. Besides, he's always been better suited as a villain, so I wouldn't be surprised if this killing game truly brought out the worst in him.
What the hell did you just say, you half-and-half bastard? I'll kill you!
I saw Todoroki sneaking around outside his room last night.
What did you just say?
The truth will set you free.
You're joking, right?
This can't be.
Speak up right now, round face, or I swear to God.
I saw Todoroki leaving his room last night when he should have been sleeping.
Why didn't you say so sooner? That's important evidence you just withheld. How are we supposed to keep trusting you?
I'm sorry, I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, what? You don't have anything to say now? All eyes are on you now, you fuck.
It's the truth.
Wait, what?
You heard me, Midoriya. It's the truth. I was out after curfew and I did see Kirishima before his demise, but I was not the one to kill him.
Yeah, I'm calling BS. First you try to pin Kirishima's death on me, then you lie about your alibi. I don't believe a damn word out of your mouth.
You guys, you don't understand.
Don't understand what? That icy hat over here is a liar and a murderer?
Don't speak about him like that. Todoroki will never do such a thing, right?
Time is running out, and you guys have gotten nowhere. Better find the blackened quick.
The killer can't really be Todoroki, right? Kirishima's death was unintentional, and he did admit to crossing paths with him yesterday, but...
No, we shouldn't doubt him.
The real reason Todoroki was outside of his room so late at night was because he was with me.
Was there a secret affair?
No, that's not it. We were working together to try and uncover the identity of the mastermind.
Well, that's all the time we have today, folks. Choose your verdict, and make sure you choose correctly. One wrong vote, and it's game over for all of you. You have 1 minute starting now.
1 minute? That's not enough time. We can't possibly...
Like hell we can't. The killer's obviously him. Let's just hurry up and vote him guilty already.
Kanchan and Todoroki and I were together last night when Kirishima was killed.
Wasn't that smartass the one who said having your friend as a witness isn't reliable? So why should I believe a word out of either of your mouths? Anyone with a brain can see he's guilty.
Why would Kirishima come to meet me in the middle of the night?
You obviously tricked him. Maybe you impersonated me. You confronted him, blew him back, and that's how his head got smashed on the gate.
Blew him back.
That's a far-fetched conclusion rather than just a shove.
Obviously, why else would there be cracks on the ground and it look all messed up and dented in?
Kachan, you...
What?
You refused to look at anything in the Monokuma file. And you refused to stay and investigate with us. You took one look at Kirishima's body and you left this all there.
You didn't investigate the site at all. How could you have known what the ground around Kirishima looked like?
Time's up! Vote your blackened now, ladies and gents.
Damn it, no, it's not me! Don't you dare vote for me, Deku, you idiot!
I don't know what to think, Kachan.
Midoriya.
Looks like you all got it right. Bakugo Katsuki. It's not really a surprise you ended up a murderer, but your own best friend? Jeez, kid, way to pull a wild card.
Shut the hell up! You all voted for me! You're all fake!
How could you do it, Kachan? How could you kill Kirishima?
I didn't mean to, damn it! I got mad and I didn't realize what happened until it was too late! I exploded. Kirishima, he was just trying to calm me down. He stepped forward at the worst possible time. I exploded and he got hit. Pushed back. I didn't realize what happened until it was too late. I never meant to hurt him. I'm no monster! You're all the real monsters for thinking that of me!
Stop yelling.
Stop looking at me like I'm dirt. I may have messed up, but I'm still better than you cowards.
All right, time's been up. You know the drill, kiddies. It's punishment time for poor Blasty McSplody over here. Oh, I'm so excited for this execution. It's been customized especially for Lord Explosion Murder himself.
Wait, no, stop. We can't do this. Kachan can't face an execution. We need to stop this. The mastermind is the real murderer here, not Kachan. The mastermind is the real blackened.
What are you talking about? The murderer who offed Kirishima is Bakugo, not me. I give you guys the guts, the motivation, and the tools. What you do with them is all you.
When he went flying back, yeah, he hit his head on the damn gate. But when I left, his neck was perfectly fine. So how the hell did it get snapped? Explain that, you damn chew toy.
Chew toy? What a distasteful insult. You lied to pin the blame on Todoroki, so why wouldn't you lie about this?
Kachan admitted to what he did. He never goes back on anything he says. This isn't something Kachan would do. Nor is it something you would do. Trying to reason with the blackened.
Oh, I'm bored already. Come on, let's get to the punishment.
If what Kachan's saying is true, then you tampered with evidence. But why would you snap a body's neck that's already dead? Unless...
That body wasn't dead.
Just a day earlier, Monokuma was really irritated no more killings were happening. He was making threats. It wasn't really hard to believe he'd help along.
You bastard! You killed him!
I would never tamper with the evidence, and I'm insulted to be accused of such. You're all falling into the real murderer's desperate trap. Poor young Bakugo. He always was the irrational type.
It's easy to see who the real murderer here is. The mastermind. The one who started it all when this tragedy began. When the school was taken over. When we were taken. The man who once stood for something. Who I looked up to, admired. I had this theory. I didn't think it could be possible. But it's obvious now, more than ever, it has to be you.
Who?
Spit it out!
All Might. Well done, young Midoriya. I had hoped you'd be the one to uncover my identity, and I wasn't proven wrong, was I? I can't believe this. I wanted so badly to be wrong.
Well, you weren't, so wake the hell up and do something!
Why? What did we do to deserve this?
We trusted you. You swore to protect us. Why would you do this?
Never get away with this.
But I have, young Todoroki. I didn't leave the Future Foundation for no reason. After all, if I want to be untraceable,
you talk. I'll kill you for what you did to all of us. For what you did to Kirishima.
How come you can't?
And why the hell not?
Is it because you want the truth? You want to know why your symbol of hope has turned to despair? Why? Why did you do this? You were my hero. You're a hero to all of us. Midoriya, I'll humor you this time. Consider it a reward for being sharp enough to uncover my true identity. Something that's never been done before, might I add. Despite what you all might know about the Future Foundation, it's all just a big sham. I've worked at and directed the Foundation for longer than we've all been alive, and I can say with confidence and evidence to back it up that the Foundation fails more often than it succeeds. It rarely makes it in time to save the children from the killing games they become trapped in. In fact, they often cover up the games they fail to stop, simply because they don't want their reputations to become damaged from it. The rehabilitation process of those who did make it, well, it was a 50-50 success rate. Even if a child was able to recover, they were never allowed to step foot out of the Foundation again due to a high risk of the despair disease.
I'm gonna be sick.
Terrible, isn't it? So terrible it almost makes you want to give up.
Everyone, please listen to me. I know that we've lost a lot of classmates since the beginning of this game. We have all lost someone dear to us. That pain, it'll never go away. We will carry that with us for the rest of our lives. And I know that the future seems bleak, especially after finding out the Foundation that we all admired is nothing but a giant lie. But that's alright, because together we can make the future shine brighter than it ever has. We can overwrite the Future Foundation and rebuild it from the ground up. Together we can make a difference and put a stop to killing games all over the world. Please, believe in me.
Deku, you idiot. You really don't know when to quit, do you? Obviously, I'm not gonna give in to something as dumb as despair. I'd never be the #1 symbol of hope if I did.
Me neither. I can't believe I almost gave in.
You know I want to start your back.
You know I'll never abandon you guys.
Putting aside the laughable history of the Future Foundation and that adorable speech, I truly am proud of each and every one of you for making it this far. It's a shame, really. I had planned to let you all go after this final trial, but now that my true identity has been revealed, I can't allow any of you to leave. How shockingly despair-inducing this turn of events was, though. Unfortunately, these games have to draw to a close. Send in the survivors.
Oh, I can't wait. It's been so long since we've been in a killing game.
You talk too much.
It's not nice.
It's time.
Let's get this over with.